And we are streaming. Look at us go.
Okay. Welcome everybody to another episode of CTF Match Spotlight. Today here we have the Blue Flaggers versus Watercase. This is an 8v8 with rules of MMR, Phoenix Catch, and Ninja Limit. I think it's 1 Ninja Cap per map, no ghosting. We have 1 Pyro, Ultra, Assassin, Mage, I'm pretty sure. 2 Medic, 3 Heavy, Ninja, Soldier.
So we see a quick steals from TBF. Both went down pretty quickly though. To go over the rules, since we never went over them in time, it's going to be no Dwarf, Engineer, Necro, MMR of course, 1 Assassin, Ultra, Mage, Pyro, Elf, 2 Medic, 3 Ninja, Soldier, Heavy, and there's 1 Ninja Cap per map allowed, no ghosting.
How do you feel about this matchup, just in general?
The matchup.
These two teams with this specific set of players.
I think it's gonna be pretty even. Because they both have good pairings, right? Jade. Let me see what Jade is playing. Jade is playing Assassin. Jade is definitely good on Assassin, as we saw in the match against TT, right? But on the other hand, TBF has Toxic. They have Nikki, right? And she's also a very good assassin who's made amazing plays before, right? TBF has, Dan, who's an excellent ninja, right? But TBF has an Invidus, who's also an excellent ninja, right?
Worth noting, Invidus is actually playing Mage right now.
Oh, okay.
Then we have Spades on Ninja. We have SimCB on Assassin instead of Nikki. I don't know what Nikki's playing.
Nikki should be playing Assassin. No, wait, hold up. What is their roster? Because Sim is Assassin. It's definitely not what I would want as TBF. Okay.
I would rather Sim on Pyro than Nikki Assassin just because I feel like Nikki's slightly more.
I don't know. I mean, if it works with them, if it's going to work out in their favor, then that's fine, right? But we have to wait and see if it does. I also think in terms of PvP overall, I would give the edge to TBF. Like, they have Spades, they have Ace, they have Invidus, like. And I mean, Watercase does have their PvPos, definitely. But
I see the PvP as rather even. I don't really see a clear advantage.
Yeah, that's the thing. I still have. I don't see a clear advantage for either of the teams because they seem to be pretty equal in all aspects, except for I think Pyro. I think Watercase does have the better Pyro, basically.
Yeah, for sure. They have the main and everything. It's also worth noting, Watercase does not have Nexus Storm here right now, which was a very key component to their offense in the match earlier today, as well as just overall. Instead, they have Lou here, but I'm not sure if Lou's actually on offense.
Lou is on offense. Lou is heavy.
Alrighty.
Unicow gets to steal his chemist again. Thought there was this one sale. Siwu is leaving the flag, and so there we go with the flag.
Oh.
I think it looks, I haven't been watching Blue's offense that much, so let me look at Blue's offense.
Do you think, based off of this Watercase setup, that Unicow is going to be doing a lot of the stealing and holding, which isn't really great as chemist? He can still pull it off, as demonstrated earlier, as long as his support is on point.
Yeah. I do want to point out that neither teams are running a soldier. Both teams are running a chemist medic on offense.
Yeah, that's definitely interesting. Especially considering both teams' defenses here. If a soldier gets out, they're pretty much set. We have one ninja for water taste and one ninja for TBF, so if you get up that wall, it's very clean.
I also want to point out one of you call TBF's key players is not here. That's non-one.
Yes, both teams are arguably missing key players here. But the Divergence Strike being a map that TBF favors probably the most out of any team currently, as well as Water Taste also having their pros and cons here. I think it's also a pretty good map for both teams, but I do want to give the slight edge to TBF here just because of experience playing on this map. Gengar is out right now. He's going to get assassinated there because of the assassin's respawn, but Echo Fox is going to get a backup steal here as Chemist going up the mountain. He is going to get attacked by the ninja here. Going to allow the assassin to catch up and get the assassinate. Very clean from Water Taste. Besides everyone kind of leaving the flag room to chase after the heavy.
So we've seen pretty small steals. Neither side has gotten out really far yet, as far as I'm aware. And both are trying to get their chemists to steal and get out. It seems like. So it seems like everything. If I'm going to once again going back to comparing these two, it's a lot of equal with this with both of these rosters.
Yes, I'd also like to point out that Water Chase's offense right now is Chemist Medic Ninja, which is a very odd combo. You don't see that very often, and right now it's not working based off of TBF's defense setup.
Well, TBF is running the same thing too. TBF is running Chemist Medic Ninja.
Huh.
So
interesting.
It's very interesting, yeah.
Well, TBF have switched over to a soldier now on offense, which can bode well for them as long as they can escort him out of the flag room. Gengar being a soldier that can maintain his own self as long as he isn't ganged up on by the defense. We do have Water Taste running that flag room medic in role of Sushi, as they did earlier today, which can be pretty well for them, other than the fact that TBF isn't really a team that likes to kill things on offense. I do think Water Taste could benefit here from having Uni play a different class, more bulkier than Chemist. Because he can make Chemist work, sure, but at the same time, if he gets attacked by multiple players, which he has been lately, it's not going to work out without backup steal.
See a Chemist steal from Echo Fox, but he goes down. They get out on top though, so that's notable.
Both teams seem to be preferring getting out on top now, as both have tried to go out through the bottom and failed rather miserably.
Well, I think
defense is holding up.
From my experience on offense, it's you go where you pushed.
Yeah.
The piece of least resistance. So if you get pushed up top, you're going up top. It looks like TBF is running a soldier now. Gengar attacking goes down before even getting into the flag room. But they do have a soldier.
There from an elf Leonicao, but he is going to go down there. I think one thing worth pointing out here is TBF's heavies on this map. Normally we see Spades and Ace Blue 2. Today it is just Ace Blue 2, but he tends to do a good job at blocking out the tunnels from the top, which pushes teams into going and having the push come in from the bottom, because that heavy being there is just very hard to get by on this map. We also have both defenses being rather flag room eccentric here. Not a lot of roaming from either, besides Infiddus on Mage for TBF. Which works out on this map as long as you have good class composition.
Looks like the unique house switched to. Yeah, it looks like Water Taste offense has been switched up a bit. We have Siwa as heavy, Blue as medic, and the unique house as soldier. So much more heavy based and standard, I would say, offense.
I do agree with this switch up here, with Lunikau being on his more bulky class, as he is putting forth a lot of the damage output while being the main capper. Obviously, the best class for that is either going to be soldier or heavy. We have Water Chase trying to come in here. Lunikau tries to get in unnoticed, but doesn't work out in his favor. Hyrule is paying good attention, and the offensive switch is going to go down there. Meanwhile, we have TBF coming in shortly. The medic is going to block the assassinate and be in the flag room momentarily, followed by Chemist Snowbreak and Soldier Gengar, who is going to get a nice steal here. The assassin doesn't have his assassinate ready.
Chaos is going to get up there quickly and block him, so that's good. Good play by him.
Yes.
To recognize the path Gengar was going. Because if Chaos did not do that, Gengar would have been easy to get out, which would have been bad if Gengar got out on top as Soldier.
As an offensive soldier on this map, you need to know how to play a little bit of mind games with the defense, going either up that water spout or tricking them into thinking you're going up the water spout for a very good juke and a very clean escape. And again, there's not really much preference whether you go top or bottom on this map. Both sides are good to go on. They have their pros and cons, but at the same time, top gives you a lot more leeway as a soldier. Emily points out that Echo Fox is now medic, and Echo Fox being DPS main coordinator on the offense, I see that as being a positive switch. Water Chase's offense is coming in now. We had Subu on Ninja try to do some damage, but he did die, and so does Lu. So that's the end of that. Both defenses are holding up very well. I have not seen much of Gan or Jade this game, mainly because of looking at the flag rooms, but from what I have seen, they are doing a good job of mowing them down before they get to flag.
Oh man. So I'm here maps.
Oh no. I'm anxious now.
The second map is Metro.
Okay.
And the third map is Airlock 1.
Huh. So a very 0 Archer maps here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 5% Archer map here. You can play Archer on Metro and Airlock for certain scenarios. But also PvP heavy and also defensive bias.
This is very interesting. This appears to be a very even match indeed. Seeing how TBF can do well on Metro and Water Taste. Let's pick Metro in the past before. In an unofficial TC, they were able to get a solid 3-0 on Metro.
I haven't seen. When's the last time we saw a Metro in a official match? Maybe not.
I want to say Insurgent, one of their last official matches. I don't recall against which team, but yes, Metro has become very rare
It used to be played a lot, but certain teams like to play it has disbanded. Teams that come up. Well, I don't know.
BK, IM,
BK. Yeah, Defiance. Teams that I were on.
Yeah.
As it seems. Non-Annihilation, we don't like that type of map. But the older teams that I were on, we like to pick Metro. But those teams have long been disbanded. So we're seeing a good push from TBF, though Snowflake does go down to a Frenzy. Gengar gets pushed out of the flag room, and it's a very good, very bad push from Red Team, but very fortunate for Gengar, who's out and going to probably take the sponge. So this looks like the first actually potential deal, and it looks like it's going to turn into a cap actually. So
this is definitely a cap, barring the counter steal, which does come through here, but Lou is being attacked. That heavy's going to put on enough damage to take him down.
That's like a cap for TBF. So they are currently leading their map with 4 minutes left. So they definitely favor that. They definitely like that.
Also,
winning is good.
Gengar got out there from a very unlucky push from Water Taste. I feel like that's how this entire match is going to go here. They're just going to be teeter-tottering, being rather even matchups, canceling each other out until something unlucky happens or someone flips up.
So unless Water Taste is able to do something in the next 3 minutes, it looks like TBF is going to win based on that just one lucky steal and capture.
Indeed,
once again by that push.
We could see a Ninja Cap here from Dan. I know he likes to do it with these last minutes or so, but at the same time, both defenses being flag room centric, it's unlikely unless they run out of the flag room from the steal here, such as against Blue Unicow. But of course, Dan is not there. We do have double chemist, but they are both going to go down rather easily. Worth noting earlier, Chaos just lost his 19 kill streak. Just goes to show you how much work the defensive heavy can put in on this map if they play it right.
Say that again?
Oh, Chaos had a 19 kill streak as defensive heavy, putting in a lot of work.
Oh, yeah.
We have double chemist medic offense from Water Taste here. I don't like it though, because they're just getting melted by the mage and ninja here on roaming before they could even get in. Generally, you just want one chemist, if any at all. Interesting to note that earlier today, this first map in the Water Taste versus Templars match was indeed Blackout, but it did definitely go at a much faster pace, and both teams were kind of cap for cap trading throughout the match, while in this one we have a much more slow gameplay style.
Also, I just realized something. So in the past, this weekend and the past weekend, we've had, I think, 4 matches that I remember.
Yeah.
So
I think so.
So it was, let's see. It was last weekend, it was TT versus Annihilation, where TT won. Annihilation versus TBF, where Annihilation won. This week we had Water Taste beat TT, and now we see TBF versus Water Taste. So if TBF wins this, then we have a circle, right?
Yeah.
And he beat TBF. TBF might beat Water Taste. Water Taste beat TT, and TT beat Annie.
And then all we need is Annie versus Water Taste.
And TBF versus TT.
Yeah.
But right now, we would have a circle if TBF were to win. Of course, this match is far from over. not Insurgents, Water Taste is definitely capable of winning this and winning this back. I mean, they're only down one map, down one cap, like.
Very minor, but at the same time, based on the pace that this match appears to be going, pretty big that TBF got a cap here instead of an end in a tie.
Yeah, so it's definitely leaning in TBF's favor. And TBF, as we say, TBF did win the first map. On the second map, which is Metro, so it should be. Yep.
Yes, Metro. Interesting map. We have players who both know how to play it on both teams. And you know, this is kind of just feeling like Divergence Strike round 2 because of how even they're going to appear to be on this map.
So I think, this is, I think, the first time, correct me if I'm wrong, this is the first official match where Chemist's jump potion can actually be very viable.
You would be correct, as all 3 maps benefit from Chemist's jump potion. Airlock to a lesser extent, but at the same time, you have areas where you can.
But specifically here, Metro, before this is one of the maps that we talked about with Chemist's jump potion. And considering that both teams have been running Chemists on their offense, even at some point double Chemist, right? That's probably going to be a little bit more viable here on this map. And we're gonna see if they use that. It's gonna be very interesting.
Indeed, I know Snowbreak and Lee Unical both know how to utilize jump boost on Chemist decently on other maps as well, so we have a good chance of seeing a nice little jump boost showcase here. Which is a little unfortunate because, you know, Metro's play rate started to decline when jump boost first came out. But we'll see how they use it. I do think both teams are going to remain with at least one Chemist on offense for this map.
Waiting for Water Taste to be ready. Do you have any predictions on how this map will go? I don't have any strong thoughts.
I do think a cap is more likely to happen here compared to Divergence Strike.
I agree with that, definitely.
Unless we head into that 15-minute stalemate. The stalemate here is going to be 0-0 or whatever the score is on at the time. I can almost guarantee that. As for just overall, before the map starts, I want to say 1-0 in favor of either team once again.
Okay. Emily, you wanted to say something, right?
Yes.
How? Okay, I like it.
How's an interesting word.
Dan and
yes,
Jade,
I do feel like Water Taste has had more roaming, with TBF only kind of running Invitus as a solely roaming player. On these specific maps, roaming doesn't have as much of an impact on, say, Blackout or Skyworlds, but their roaming has been making a difference.
I do want to point out on this map, from my experience, roaming is also important.
Yes, roaming is very important on Metro. You cannot let them all in at once.
Yeah, but it's very easy to roam on this map versus Black, where there is a bit of, you have to be a little bit experienced with that map to roam well on this. This map, it's just understand where they're coming from and you can cut them. Like,
precisely.
Yeah, look at that jump boost utilization from Snowbreak. I like
We
it.
do have jump boost being used, however, he does go down.
And remember, this can be applied to both enemies and allies. If
the enemies can jump up to.
so, now basically on this map, Soldier is practically useless if they use Chemist well.
To an extent, Soldier has spots where he or she can sit on top of the train while they wait for a medic, as well as climb around more often than the 3 potions a chemist has that have jump boost. But you are right, especially since jump boost can be applied to your teammates here. It is worth noting Invitus is still on Mage, which is an excellent class for this map, although it's Invitus. We could see him on Ninja, probably doing more work than he is right now. You have Water Taste's offense coming in here, 3 strong. Ninja Chemist Medic, again another unorthodox setup, which is going to get shut down.
We see a steal from first Snowbake, but goes down quickly. Gengar Savvy, we go down by Dan. So once again, this is looking very similar to Divergence Strike. Both teams very equal, without either team getting out.
I have been seeing Dan and Jade do more work here than they did on Divergent.
Yes, definitely. So I think it's up to TBF to figure out how they are going to try and counter that. I'm looking at Water Taste's side. I wish, at least for that last push, I saw Leuni Cow kind of run in as the main stealer, even though they had a ninja who could easily distract the Pyro. So I wish he would have waited just like 2 seconds.
Yes, I agree. We do have Snowbreak here basically utilizing the jump boost every push. Right there, he's going to jump on top of flag posts to get a more confirmed steal than walking next to it, but he is going to go down due to damage from Dam earlier on. Meanwhile, on TBF's side, we don't have a lot of people coming into flag. Ace staying in flag more often as the heavy defense compared to Chaos, who is stopping them in the trains, and I much rather prefer Chaos's playstyle here. Do you have TBF coming in now? Gengar goes in a little early. He is going to go down to the Frenzy because of that, but his offense is dead beforehand, so did not really matter. We have Water Taste's offense preparing to go in again. We have Leunical on heavy. Better choice, in my opinion. Pyro is waiting at the train for them. Could have been good, but the medic was there and alive. Uni is the only one alive, though, now. Trapped in a freeze with the defensive heavy. Is going to go down here, most likely. So a little bit of misplay from the Pyro on TBF, but they made up for it.
Water Taste's Pyro does go down, but I don't see any of TBF ready to steal. So, not the greatest timing. They had to do it. It's hard to time that well, though.
Okay. The medic and the heavy were preparing to come in before the Pyro was able to get back. However, again, with the roaming from Chaos, he was able to basically stop them in their tracks. So once again, even canceling out, even when you have things such as the Pyro dying, or on TBF's side, the Pyro was waiting next to the tram where the medic was, they are making up for their mistakes very nicely.
I do want to, looking at the maps, I do think it becomes it progresses from hardest to cap to easiest to cap, I think.
I can agree.
It's not magnitudes. It's not magnitudes better.
Yes. I think Metro is harder to cap on than Divergence Strike just generally, but in this scenario, yes, Divergence Strike is a harder map to cap on, based off of the 2 teams we have here.
Yeah, and I think generally Airlock 1 is easier to cap on than both of these maps that we've seen.
Airlock 1 is a decently balanced map between offense and defense. However, there is slight defense bias, in my opinion.
Yes. Now, if it was Airlock Original, that's definitely a defense biased map.
I feel like Airlock Original might be one of the hardest maps to cap on that have been played competitively. I want to say recently, but last time we saw it, I believe, was a year ago when we played it against Defiance.
You want to talk even more defensive? Well, I don't know, because it hasn't been played in so long how it is, but the original BK's pick, Starlight, yeah.
Oh yes, Starlight.
Imagine playing that now in this meta.
Talking about, that would be a nice 0-0 to watch.
Not necessarily. If it's a smaller match size, they could definitely be what was it? Opportunities to cap, right? If it's a larger, like a 10v10, then probably not. We see the Unicow get out, but there was too much pressure and no support, so he couldn't do anything.
Did get out the farthest of anyone this match, though, which is worth noting.
Yes.
Or so far. I do want to say, though, based off of current maps, I feel like Skyworlds 1 would be the hardest to cap on at the moment.
Oh yeah, that's why I hate the map. That is the worst map, in my opinion. That's in the current meta.
I do feel like... I do subtly agree. I have other maps that I don't favor more than Skyworlds 1. I do feel like Skyworlds works as an agreed pick, but I don't see that being a good pick for an actual team, just because of how often you get 0-1, because of a lucky ninja cap, or just straight up 0-0.
We see a medic steal from Zero is out. There's only the ninja, but the ninja is pushing out. So this looks like it could be a cap for Water Taste, which would even up the score cap-wise and map-wise. And then looks like it's going to happen.
Do need a steal here. Gengar is going to pick up instead of a recovery. This is a little wonky, but he is out, and it's looking like a stalemate now, as long as Jay doesn't pull off a miracle here.
There's going to be some pressure now.
Grab the ladder there.
But he does get the heal.
Yes.
So it looks like we have...
It is heavy versus medic, though. So if TBF play it right, they can send double heavy ninja, double heavy assassin, probably get this recov. But at the same time, it's Metro. Dubu is going to pass to the heavy here, though.
So now we're going to have
disregard what I just said.
Stalemate on Metro, and I will point out, stalemate on Metro. Not the easiest things to recover on. No, I'm going to be honest. If you know how to play this map well, it's hard to recover on. It is worth noting that either team can put an Archer. Archer can recover on this map, depending on their location. Gengar Sleep, it's gonna. I don't think it is. I don't know if it is possible to recover on Archer, but where La Unicow is, he could be pushed to a spot where he could be headshot, and that has happened, and recoveries have happened because of headshots on this map.
I believe he's headshotable if you arc the arrow just right from Leonicow's left side.
Yeah, I'm talking about...
You're on the other side of the train.
Yeah, I'm talking about Gengar Sleep, so I don't think he's headshot.
Gengar is not right now.
Yeah. As the flag room spots in the flag room are headshotable. And so if you get pushed or whatever, right, then he can be headshot.
Yes. Question is, will what's his name? Will Water Taste abuse that here? Will they know to do that?
Well, that would be TBF. Will TBF know to do that?
Yes, TBF. They are gonna put Echo Fox on Archer here, though, which seems like they will be making an attempt for that then. Hopefully. But just stalemates on Metro from Gengar's spot, and I believe solidly Gengar's spot is the that spot to be on Stalemates for Metro.
I agree. The only problem is it's the fact that, like a lot of good stalemate spots on a lot of maps, it's not necessarily close to the flag.
Yes, that does mean that as soon as they recover, they do need to have some sort of defense in place, especially if you have recovery members of Watercase in the flag room at the time of recovery.
And of course, Watertaste needs to make sure that they don't cap. That should be the #1 priority, right? Just to make sure TBF doesn't cap. Because if TBF caps, most likely will end with a TBF win, right? So I would make sure that, at least to try to make sure that someone's close to the flag to steal. Right?
Yes, I do agree.
It looks like Chaos is Archer. I wonder what he's... If that's... I don't know. Because he's not in a headshotable spot. Like... So, like... I don't know.
Interesting. He might be waiting for Gengar. It might be a little early to do that, but if Gengar tries to move to the flag room during the last minute or so, he can get that shot off without being noticed. He's going to get noticed here, though, by the Eddie.
And it looks like Dan is Elf, so he can... Dan can, of course, get some pure element shots, which will be good. But he's been seen and goes down quickly.
Yes, Elf. Arguably, especially with Gengar's spot, Elf is more practical in this sense. But at the same time, you're also still very susceptible to dying to the defense that is found on Watercase Stalemates. One thing I do think should not be ran here at all is ninjas on recovery. They can, at best, distract the medics, but because of the amount of defense surrounding the carrier, not necessarily the best option considering the carrier is also a heavy. So I'd say just focus all the damage and try to sneak in an instant kill, which again is very hard to do because of the entire floor being made of glass and the amount of time Gengar has to run away. Worth noting that Leunicout is alone here with just one medic. His teammates are nearby and roaming for any recovery, but at the same time,
there's a Pyro there.
Pyro who snuck by. No frenzy, unfortunately, or else that would have
Pyro does go down.
It looks a little unfortunate that he did not have frenzy there. That would have been a very swift recovery. Well, so far at this rate, it seems like the map will go on like this, barring a Pyro sneaking in perhaps like Snowbreak did earlier. We haven't seen any headshots or Archer shenanigans come through from TBF yet, which could have definitely happened by now if their Archers had a little more experience or just knowing where to be on this map for specific stalemate spots. So it does look like this will end 0-0.
And one thing, maps like these are not easy to recover on. So I think out of the 3 maps, I'm going to say this map is probably the hardest to recover on. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I can agree. Wow,
so it's
all 3 maps do have potential for the... Oh, there goes the pyro recovery. And that's huge for TBF if they can get here, but here's a ninja still from TBJ.
Yeah, as I said, that's the problem with Gengar Sleep's position. Like, exactly what I called out is the fact that Leonie's cow spot is weak because it's more open, but he is close to the flag, versus Gengar Sleep, who's more secure, but is going to take like 30 seconds to get to the flag.
And of course, at the time, we had Water Taste's recovery preparing to go in from the flag room or underneath Gengar, which allowed them to just be there for when the recovery came through. It does seem like Snowbreak was able to recover off of his last hits from Frenzy, as it appeared to last longer than Leonicao thought it would. And we're back to square one, except we have a medic holding. Which,
and 2 minutes left.
If TBF does not pick up on that fast and send heavies instead, Siwoo can probably hold this for the rest of the time and end this map 0-0.
Yes, I've enabled no end, so it will go third map, no matter what.
I do feel like TBF should be pushing for this recovery here, because they can just end the map right now, and based off of the amount of recovery on Gengar so far and how easy it has been to take him down, I think that it would be in their best interest to try and push for that recovery and leave Gengar unguarded for this last minute or so.
With that, I would agree. I would say put 3 ninjas on recap and a heavy. Right?
Yeah, throw out as much as they can in this little amount of time.
And remember that he is medic, so he's pretty squishy, and he doesn't have much. Like,
and of course, he has that timer going for him if he or Sushi is ever tagged.
Yeah.
It does look like it's going to end here, though, barring a miracle from either team. More pointing to Water Taste here, as TBF's last recovery wave basically died. Doesn't look like Gengar's going to move to flag room. Playing it safe is also rather smart, considering it's Metro.
Only thing we can see is a pyro recap happening right now, but that's not going to happen. So that's the second map.
The map is going to end 0-0.
Tie. So right now it's a basically if TBF wins this next map, ties, they win. If Water Taste gets 1 cap lead, they tie overall, and if TBF gets a 2 cap lead or more, then Water Taste lead. So it's definitely more pressure on Water Taste than
Indeed. If they even want to think about winning this map, they need to hold excellent defense and offense all at once. Pull off a revolution, kind of like they did against No Name Yet, I believe a week ago on this map. Definitely possible, but at the same time, I feel like the lack of Nexus Storm has been hurting them more than the lack of 915 has been hurting TBF.
Yes. So here we go. 15 seconds.
All right, it appears I'm back just in time for the start of the match.
We see a pretty. Oh, it looked like Water Taste subbed in Derpy Jazz. Let's see, who do they sub Derpy Jazz in for?
A good question, because I see everyone here.
I mean, they have 8 players, so they're not breaking the rules. But who? Go, no, that's not it. Chaos, that's it. Chaos.
There it is. Yes. Interesting substitution. Chaos was doing work for their defense as a heavy. But at the same time, Derpy Jazz can also probably coordinate better than Chaos does.
Well, Derpy Jazz is not on defense. Oh, they're gonna ninja pass. Pass to a ninja.
That was an excellent choice. And that's gonna be a
maybe. Yes. No?
Nope.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I do feel like Dan, when he pearled after taking the flag, it was a bit of a high pearl. It gave the enemy ninjas time to catch up.
And I think he should have just pearled closer to spawn versus closer to flag.
Very close. I do believe that was planned because Leonicao had 0 stick at the time. Wouldn't have made it across without a medic in the vicinity.
Ooh, the ninja takes down the pyro, so that helps the Unicow. Definitely.
Yes, he is out right now, but he does have mage on him, which is going to slow him down a little bit. Meanwhile, we have Derpy Jazz fighting.
Oh, that's unlucky.
Making sure.
Yeah, the mage got the fireball thing on the Unicow, and then the pyro showed up.
That was a very nice play from Invitus, being able to time that fire to be on just as Nikki came back. And that is one thing here. Invitus not on Ninja is helping in scenarios like that. His mage is pretty strong. Not as strong as this ninja, I feel, but because of the classes TBF are running right now, it works. So it's good. We do have 2 very nice steals coming out from Water Chase, though, there, which could mean more in the future, but we will see.
Yes. Will TBF adjust, and will TBF's offense start getting steals? Right now, they've been struggling to get a steal at all. And the question is, will Water Taste offense keep up?
I feel like they are getting hit here by Dan and Jade more than on Metro and Divergence Strike. Both Ninja and Assassin can benefit very nicely from this map. Ninja less if they run, say, a double heavy offense, but at the same time, they aren't running that. Lunicow's going to come in here and take out the Pyro. Very nice. He is going to get out here due to damage boosting, but he's also going to take a lot of damage in the process. He's going to go over the dome here, which is the smart decision, as only the Assassin is on him, unless he does that.
He is very low, though.
Time, he is going to go down there because of that. I wouldn't call it a misplay, though, as...
I didn't see much since all his support has died, basically. It was going to be very hard to get past that.
Yes, you can do it as Soldier in that predicament where you go over the dome like that, but did not work out. Echo Fox is out here as medic. Needs people in front of him in a moment in order to slow him down. We're not going to have that as Dan goes down. Jade is going to get in front of him in time, but he's going to go down there. Echo Fox is going to make the smart and right decision here to go on top of the dome. Carry the flag over like so that the ninja is on the ground below him.
Looks like it's going to be a cap, unless the Unicow is able to counter steal.
Unicow is out. Echo Fox has died, but the medic is able to pick up, which is a little surprising.
Well, the second medic is able to pick up.
Yes.
The second medic.
We do have Leonicao out. He's going to climb up on the dome here instead of going under.
Smart we do see Inviditus is on Ninja now.
He's got everyone and their mother on him right now. He is going to get over, which is very nice.
But he's going to need the medic soon. I think the medic is Well, they have 2 medics running, so that's very good. I like how Water Taste played that. The fact that they put 2 medics to support because they needed to get a medic to him.
Also worth noting, TBF had a lot of recov on Blue Unical at the time, but just in case, they did pass the Gengar instead of letting the second medic hold there, which is smart because they were preparing for the potential stalemate. But that was good from Leunical there as an offensive soldier. You don't see him on this role too often compared to his defense ninja, defense pyro.
So now we see a soldier. Now we're seeing a soldier stalemate and on airlock.
And again, we have 15 minutes left just about. We could see the entire map be a stalemate, which is bad for Water Taste here. Water Taste is in a predicament.
Yes, they need to get this recovery, and they need to get this recovery quickly. Because they don't only want to get 1 cap, they want to get 2 caps. At least, right? So they need to get this recovery. And it looks like both teams are doing the same exact stalemate spot. The standard corner, right? That hallway leading to the flag room spawn.
Headshots as well. Headshots play a big part here if you have a good archer and recovery that will knock the carrier in the direction the archer needs them to be knocked into.
Which I want to point out the fact that Water Taste did sub out their main archer. Right? They subbed out Chaos. But notice Ace is now on archer. So TBF has the archer advantage right now, I would say.
For sure. I would not mind seeing Chaos come in for this stalemate, sub out Derpy Jazz again. Or maybe someone else other than Derpy Jazz. She can coordinate their team and their recovery. Perhaps bring out Lou or Siwu for the time being. Bringing in Chaos would definitely be a good decision here.
This could be one of the, if not, I think it would be, this could be the lowest capped official match.
I thought I recalled 0-0 across the board once, but
well,
I might not be remembering wrong.
And the lowest capping official match where a team actually, because this would be the lowest possible where a team would actually win, right?
True. Which we definitely saw coming from these two teams and how evenly they cancel out each other.
So I think if TBF does win that because of that one boost out of the flag room, that'll be very interesting.
Very frustrating, I feel like, for TBF. Not TBF. Water Taste with that boost, as it was the one major time they kind of faltered this match. And by major, I mean it had an effect on the overall situation at the time.
Yes. That having been said, yes, I was about to bring that up. Who do we think, for both sides, right? If we were to nominate a player of the game or multiple people for player of the games, who would we mention for both sides?
Huh. I'd say, I'd like to say for TBF side, yeah, Spades is doing well, and so is Ace on their respective defensive roles. Kind of being a pivotal foot here, especially having Nikki having the Pyro instead of a Pyro main. As for Water Taste side, I want to say, I think Unical has been doing well.
Yeah, I would say.
At the same time, he was stuck in a stalemate for a while where he couldn't really shine, and he is right now.
If I'm gonna be honest, let's see. For TBF side, my picks would be. I would say Spades. Probably Ace. I would lean towards Spades over Ace, I would think, and perhaps Invidus.
Invidus has been doing well for his role.
Yeah, I haven't seen any players. This is one of those matches where none of the players really shine.
Yes, I'd say
so. It's hard to play the game is based on the players that actually are very notable.
I know Chaos did a lot of work for their defense on the prior two maps on Watercase
Yes.
side, but at the same time, he's not here right now. I'd say Dan, just for overall consistency and being able to help out the offense on occasion.
Yes.
He is here on Soldier Recovery right now, but he is alone. Ninja's gonna come in soon, but he did cause Gengar to stake there. No opportunities off of it though, as the rest of the recovery is dead. Another very slow predicament on this map. Could see 0-0 here for sure, based off of the rate it's going right now, and how well the teams are roaming each other's recovery out. Ace is going to get a good amount of damage here on Leunical though. Pyro was going to be able to come in, but does miss his chance due to the ninja being there. That could have been a recovery if QTJ was not there at the time. Ace has been alive for a very long time attacking Leunical, but he does just hold block for the time being and survives the onslaught. You don't have a lot of pressure on Gengar right now. And if there is any, it's being killed by T-Best roaming right now. We have a chemist coming, QTJ, momentarily, but all of the defense has spotted him. It looks like he might go down here. Gengar's going to get headshot. That was very large, except the fact that there were no ninjas there at the time. Suwu's going to come in as Pyro, Jade as Assassin. Both are going to go down, and there goes QTJ as well. I feel like QTJ could have been more helpful there if he was... Oh, never mind. They decided to pass him to the ninja. What I was saying was QTJ was chemist at the time. If he switched to ninja, he probably could have gotten that recovery sooner. Snowbreak is out, though, as a archer.
Archer.
Not very out.
And not very out, though. And a lot of... so this looks like it's going to be a cap for Water Taste. So now it is a tie overall. Whoever gets another cap is going to lead. And remember, you only have 8 minutes left. Snowbreak, not Snowbreak, Gengar Sleep does get a quick steal.
Gengar is out here. He has Mage and Heavy supporting. He's going to need that medic soon, though, as the double ninja is going to do a number.
We're going to see
is going to pick up as Mage.
Yes.
He is going to go down there.
And get pushed.
Heavy did not pick that up.
If they survive this, no, he's not going to survive this. Not now. That was like a triple or quadruple pass right there. That is a ninja steal.
Snowbreak went the right way here. Unless he falls, and there goes the flag.
No.
Very unfortunate.
No. Oh,
that was very
Snowbreak.
That cap.
Oh, that's you hate to see it.
A lot of times when that happens with these ninjas,
where
it's because
is TBF's? Where is TBF's? Not TBF's. Water Taste Pyro. Do they have a Pyro right now? The Pyro is finally entering the flag. So, very interesting.
Okay, I'm back. My mic fell down.
Oh, okay. See a steal from W Jazz didn't get far.
Like I was saying there, with Gengar basically, the rest of their team bringing the defense out of the flag room, when you're stealing as ninja in that scenario, the pressure's kind of on you to be able to pick the right routes and pearl at the right times to avoid the defense's ninjas, which are now out of the flag room and able to catch up to you sooner because they were on recovery. And, causes you to make misplays because how much pressure is on you at that time. Echo Fox is out here, is going to die.
Goes down to the ninja, but that allows the soldier to steal. Is gonna barely get out. And the assassin from SimBC destroys Water Taste's total recovery. Did you see that?
I did see that. That was a very nice play, considering what could have happened to Snowbreak. There
was like a pyro, ninja, assassin, all that, and Sim just wiped them all out.
Sim gets the recovery as well. That was looking grim for TBF's defense, as they had an assassin and a heavy helping.
So it looks like TBF is going to get this steal, which is going to be very good. And now I'm starting to lean in favor of Sim getting play of the game after that magnificent play.
Solely leading into Sim because of that one play there that basically swayed the way of the match. Because that's just one play from Sim. He did do good on the first map. I believe he had MVP in game for the amount of credits he got off of recoveries. But just that one moment sways the entire way of the match back in TBF's favor with 5 minutes left. Both teams haven't had a ninja cap yet, which is worth pointing out.
You see a steal from the Unico as Chemist goes down, I think, to the assassin. Yeah, he goes down to the assassin.
Sim doing very well here. Both teams should be pushing for this ninja cap here, I feel, to finish it out.
Yeah,
Snowbreak is going to get out as Soldier thanks to a boost, though. He's going to have the ninja on him, which is going to give Water Chase Pyro time to get in front, therefore rerouting Snowbreak around. He's going to pass into the medic because here goes a failed ninja steal from Echo Fox. He's going to get it the second time, though. He's out far, but he does have a ninja on him. Had Echo Fox picked that up on the first round, that could have been another devastating cap for Water Case. With TBF's offense coming in here again, double ninja this time. They are, seems like, pushing for that ninja cap to seal the deal.
You saw a steal from W Jazz goes down to damage. Didn't get fall. Neither did TBF's offense. So both defenses are going to be holding on. But Water Taste is the one that needs to push for the cap if they even want to tie. They need at this point with 3 minutes left. They need a miracle to win.
They're using double heavy and Dan on offense right now as the second heavy with Derby Jazz. That's a good strategy here to get the capture they need. It's also worth noting this vital switch here from Invitus to Ninja, just in case those ninjas do get out.
Dan is going to get out.
Dan is out. He has a assassin as support. Medic and the other heavy is still alive.
Yes.
He's going to get the full restore here, it looks like. And all the damage being put on him doesn't really matter right now. Pyro's in front. Pyro's going to go down.
And the thing is, he's taking a good amount of time. Oh, does he not get pushed off?
Going off. Oh, that was another close one.
So this
has a lot of support here, though. TBF should be able to get a steal. They are going to get this medic steal.
If they are able to hold off for just a little bit, which they need to.
ATJ is going to boost the medic there, which is a bad decision. It's going to contribute to him getting to his spawn here if he gets that far. Now all TBF needs to do is hold this flag, which they can do as medic. I don't think they should risk the pass.
Correct. At this point, they just hold on and basically total.
Because you're immune to one of the insta-kills that they can throw at you at this last 1.5 minute mark.
I just want to point out they are currently flat out totaling.
We do have Dan waiting in the flag room, which is easier to recover on, but TBF has basically their entire team defending right now. Pyro, Heavy, second medic, Ninja, and Assassin are all hanging back to protect Echo Fox.
Yeah. Toteling is allowed, so TBF, the fact that they're toteling is completely allowed, so.
TBF have a pretty good setup here. They have the Elf to block any archer shots, and they have the Assassin to kill Pyro when he comes up. All they have to worry about is Heavies and Ninjas getting in, which they're doing a good job against as well, as Echo Fox simply moves out of the way, and the rest of his teammates just outnumber the Heavies.
Noob is also, but he's being targeted.
Right now, and they are. Water Taste have a lot of recovery coming in. I think Echo Fox should be moving because he's in a tunnely spot.
But at the home time, recovery goes down in an instant. Just because there's...
So
Ooh, the
much
Archer got... Yeah, because basically TBF is turtling, which is allowed. At this point, that's what most teams would do. I mean, you want to survive.
I don't blame them either. It's not like they're turtling, say, 10 minutes in or so. This is the last minute and a half.
Yeah, so... And it looks like it's going to be the game.
And that is game. It's going to go 2-1 to TBF.
Yep. Player of the game?
I do want to say StimCB just because he brought the match back into TBF's favor at a crucial moment, and because of all the players rather being even other than that moment. Because he got the he supported the entire offense, and then he recovered off of a potentially good steal from Waterface as soon as he died.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And I don't know if he got a lot of credit for Divergence Strike. He got a lot of recoveries there. He got MVP based off of his credit count.
Okay, do you want to... Hello, YouTube. Do you want to say goodbye for us, Cardona?
Sure thing. So this has been another CMS episode, TBF victory against Watertaste. Thank you for watching, and we will see you tomorrow, maybe? I don't think so.
I don't think so, yeah.
See you later.
Yep.
Bye-bye.